Have you ever wondered why so many people seem to hit rock bottom before they finally make it to the top? Do you know why most winners are former losers? In this video, we will reveal the shocking truth behind why most people crash before they can rise. So make sure to stay tuned. Before we begin, we have a question for you. Are you ready? About 90% of people who set New Year's resolutions fail to achieve them by February. What about you? Raise your hand if you're one of them. But don't worry, you're not alone. It's actually pretty normal. And there's a reason why most people fall short of their goals. And that reason is simple: fear. It's easy to be afraid when we try something new and different. We might be afraid of failing, being embarrassed, or looking stupid. Or maybe you're trying to change your entire life. Maybe you're trying to stop smoking, start working out, or eat healthier. Whatever it is, it's hard to change. And if you've been unsuccessful in the past, it can be really hard to try again. But what if I told you that you could change your life forever if you just got back up after every time you fell down? What if every time you failed, it made you stronger and more successful than you were before? That's right. Every time you fail, you become better at what you're doing and you get closer to your goal. If you think about it, almost all of the successful people we know today have experienced failure at some point in their lives. They didn't let it stop them from trying again. They got back up, dusted themselves off, and started over. And that's what you need to do too. Don't let failure get in your way of achieving your dreams. Remember, every successful person has failed at something in their life. Don't let that stop you. Get back up and keep trying until you succeed. Have you ever heard the phrase, "It takes a village to raise a child"? Well, it also takes a village to build a business. As entrepreneurs, we often feel like we have to do everything ourselves. But the truth is that building a successful business takes a team of talented individuals who all bring their unique skills and perspectives to the table. That's why it's so important to surround yourself with the right people. When you have a strong support system in place, you'll be able to take risks, innovate, and grow in ways that you never thought possible. The best part is that you don't need to do this alone. There are plenty of resources available to help you find the right talent and build a team of your dreams. So don't wait any longer. Start building your village today and watch your business soar to new heights. Imagine for a moment that you're standing at the edge of a cliff. Below you, the ground seems miles away, and the wind is whipping through your hair, making you feel like you're on top of the world. But then suddenly the ground beneath your feet gives way, and you find yourself falling into a deep, dark hole where it's impossible to see the light. This is a nightmare scenario for anyone, but it's one that many successful people have actually experienced. In fact, most successful people have experienced several falls throughout their lives before they achieve their ultimate success. They have fallen and lost everything only to pick themselves up and start again. They've experienced bankruptcy, divorce, the death of a loved one, or maybe even all three. But despite these setbacks, they've managed to pick themselves up and come back even stronger than before. The truth is that most people don't have what it takes to bounce back from a major fall like this. They don't have the mental toughness or the determination to get back in the game and fight another day. But those who do have what it takes come out of the experience not just unscathed, but better and wiser than ever before. They learn from their mistakes and use them to fuel their success. They turn their pain into power and use it to achieve things they never thought possible. But what is it exactly that makes these people so resilient? What is it about them that allows them to bounce back from the brink of disaster and come out on top? It's a combination of factors, including their mindset, their values, and their willingness to learn from their mistakes. These are the traits that allow them to turn their pain into power and use it to achieve their ultimate success. As you may have already guessed, these people are not ordinary. They possess an extraordinary quality that sets them apart from the rest. A quality that enables them to succeed even after facing tremendous setbacks. Now you must be curious to know what that quality is, isn't it? Well, we're about to reveal it, but first we want you to stay tuned for more updates. If you're not already subscribed, now is the time to do so. Don't miss out on our latest videos and be the first to know when we release new content. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the fascinating world of high achievers and uncover the secret that helps them rise above their circumstances. You might have heard the term rock bottom before, but what does it really mean? It's a phrase used to describe a situation where someone has reached the lowest point in their life. When someone hits rock bottom, they may feel like they have no hope, no options, and no one to turn to for help. They might be struggling financially, emotionally, or mentally and feel like they can't catch a break. Interestingly, many successful people report hitting rock bottom at some point in their lives before achieving their ultimate success. Think about it. It makes sense that someone who is down on their luck and feeling desperate might be more likely to take risks or try new things. They might be willing to put in extra effort or make sacrifices that someone who is more comfortable with their situation might not be willing to do. In other words, hitting rock bottom can be a blessing in disguise, forcing individuals to take action and make changes that lead them to success. Have you ever heard of J.K. Rowling? She's the author of the Harry Potter series, which has sold over 500 million copies worldwide. But before she became a household name, Rowling was struggling to make ends meet as a single mother living in Edinburgh, Scotland. She was on welfare and had very little money to her name. Despite the odds being stacked against her, Rowling didn't give up. She wrote the first Harry Potter book while living in a small one-bedroom apartment with her infant daughter. The rest, as they say, is history. Today, Rowling is worth an estimated $1 billion and has donated millions of pounds to various charities. Her story is a prime example of how hitting rock bottom can be a catalyst for success. Rowling's difficult financial situation forced her to take action and write the book that would eventually change her life and the lives of millions of readers around the world. We all know that the road to success is rarely easy. It's filled with twists and turns that can often catch us off guard. But one thing that many successful people have in common is their ability to bounce back from setbacks. They don't let failures define them. Instead, they use them as stepping stones to greater success. However, have you ever wondered what it's like to truly hit rock bottom? What does it feel like to reach that breaking point where you feel like you can't take another step forward? The answer is not a pleasant one. It's a feeling of utter despair, hopelessness, and exhaustion. You might be wondering why we're talking about this unpleasant topic. Well, because it's important to understand that most winners were once losers. They too felt the pain of failure and the despair of hitting rock bottom. But instead of giving up, they picked themselves up and started again. They turned their pain into power and used it to fuel their success. It might sound cliche, but the truth is that hitting rock bottom can be a blessing in disguise. It can force you to take action, make changes, and ultimately lead you to success. Now you might be thinking, I'm successful, so I don't need to listen to this. But remember, even the most successful people have been in your shoes. They too have felt the despair of hitting rock bottom. The difference is that they didn't let it defeat them. Instead, they used it as motivation to succeed. Do you know how many attempts it took Thomas Edison to invent the light bulb? We hope this video has inspired you to keep going even when times are tough. Remember, the most successful people have been in your shoes. They felt the pain of failure and the despair of hitting rock bottom, but they didn't let it stop them. Instead, they used it as fuel to achieve their dreams. So go out there and take risks, make changes, and don't let setbacks define you. And if you ever feel like you're at the bottom of the world, remember, it's just another stepping stone on your journey to success. Thank you for watching. And if you've made it this far, leave a comment below. Let us know if you have ever experienced rock bottom in your life and how you got back up. Also, don't forget to subscribe and watch another video we have for you.